Hello out there. Here we are with something a little new. I mentioned that I might do it. Ignore the one underneath of mine. This big one's my wife's. Uh, but here's a diamond painting that I talked about in a previous episode. I finished the other one. I might show off the other ones I've done at the end of this. But I decided I'm going to do a small one on camera. Uh, but I'm not going to do like show it as I go kind of. I mean, I'm not going to I'll do a voiceover and talk about it or talk about something. I'm going to do like a time lapse thing because it takes time to do these, So as I do it, I'm just going to record it, empty out the audio because I'll probably be watching something else or kids will be around or something. So the background noise is going to be unimportant, but I'll also try to shrink the time. But you use these little. Oh, hey, my stitch. Yeah, my daughter's cat, Timmy, or Timothy Von Cat, or Tiny Tim. He was the runt of the litter. He keeps knocking these off my shelf. This one's ended up here. But use these little diamonds. Well, they're called diamonds. And you take. This one's the one my wife usually uses. This one does this end does one at a time. This end does multiples. This is the one my wife usually uses. This is the standard one that they all come with. They all come with a little tray and I gotta find one. Alright, they also come with these. They're little wax things. You stick this in here. You pour the diamonds on here. You'll be seeing me do that. And then you and then put it on place. Real simple, real easy. You just basically follow directions. You'll see on this side, I'm trying not to show this yet. You'll see there's a color code and numbers. And my wife was so nice to do this for me. So I don't have, you can't really see it because of the light. There we go. But you'll notice on here, if you might be able to notice, let's move this a little, zoom in, put the camera closer. You'll see there's little letters on there. Now let's put that back to default. Actually, I had to tilt the camera down. Move that a little better. You might see the camera be adjusted during, so I get a better angle. Now, the reason I'm not showing you the picture is I thought we'd have a little bit of fun together. Now, obviously, normally they just have a simple plastic, covering. You lift it up, and it's sticky right here, so the diamonds stick to it. And then you also later on after you're finished, there's a glue or a sealant you put on. But anyways, one of the reasons I'm using these little sheets, well, one, because I can do sections at a time. See, just a little tiny section there. But also for our little game. While you're watching, I want you to make guesses of what the picture is. And put your timestamp. I want you to please be honest. Don't be like, oh, I figured it out within 30 seconds. No, I want you to be honest. No, there's no prize. It's just, I want to see how quickly people can figure out what I'm doing. You should be able to get it maybe not fairly quickly, but by the time I'm halfway done, you probably should be able to at least get a general idea of what it is. Well, with that said, have fun watching this video. Put a timestamp of when you think you figured out what it is. You don't have to put whether, obviously we'll know later on whether you're right or wrong, but, this is for fun. This is not for any prizes, so there's no point trying to cheat. If I was doing it for prizes, which I can't do right now, I can't afford that, sorry, I would do a live stream, and then I would have like, okay, if you can figure out what it is before we're finished, first one to do it right, and you know, I haven't figured out how to do all that stuff yet. Some people have. That's another thing. I got to figure out how to do it right, because I'm probably going to have somebody watching the comments as I'm doing it, because I'm not going to be able to watch the comments very well. But if I get to a point where I can afford to give you guys stuff, I plan on giving you guys stuff. But right now, I mean, I got 17 followers at this point in time. I don't have enough followers, not enough views to even make money off of this yet. Hopefully someday, but, I'm going to be doing this stuff anyways, whether I record it or not. So, I might as well record it. You guys get some entertainment. And maybe have a little fun trying to play this guessing game with me. Obviously, I know what it is. Though, maybe I'll have my wife get me one. Not tell me what it is. Get all this set up for me. And I'll have to figure it out with you guys. That one I'll probably, if I don't do a live stream with that one, I'll probably do at least, when I record, I'll do recordings section at a time. I'm not sure exactly how I'll do it, but basically I do it in a way where I have to guess too, and you guys watch me do it while I'm doing it. Maybe I'll just take sections where I'm not guessing, do a little time lapse of those, and then put out a guess. I don't know. We'll figure that out when that time comes. But for now, for this one, like I said, it's a little tiny thing. Little tiny. So, hopefully you guys can figure it out fairly quickly. But if not, hey, it's just for fun. Games are for fun. Games are to have fun, nothing else. I mean, sometimes there's a reward at the end of the game, but you know what? Unless you're like in Vegas trying to win a whole bunch of money, you're just here for fun when you're playing a game. Win, lose, draw, it doesn't matter. Keep that in mind next time you're playing Monopoly. Keep that in mind next time you're playing Risk or, one of those games. You're there to have fun playing the game. Yes, it can be a little more fun to win, but you know what? If you're having fun, everybody's a winner. Anyways, with that said, we'll get to, your next clip where you'll see me working on it. It might be a few different clips spliced together because it will probably take a few different times. So, have fun watching the video. Alright, we are back. Now, uh, little confession: the memory card got full by the time I was at the end, and so you guys missed the last few pieces being put in place. But I think by the time I took off this last section that was right there, you guys should have been able to guess what it is, or at least have a general idea. But for those of you who haven't been able to guess, well, if you look down here, there's a little tiger, little baby tiger, and then you've got a girl up here. You notice the colors she's wearing and the little tiara thing. It's a young Princess Jasmine. Uh, it's really a really cute picture of her. And actually, I can see this on the screen and see it in person. It looks better on the screen than it does in person. That's the thing with diamond paintings. They're close up. You can't. It's harder to tell what they are. I mean, you can kind of tell, but this is something you put on the wall and you want to look at it at a little bit of a distance. But as you can tell, it is really cute and it's sparkly. But how many of you figured out that it was Princess Jasmine? Even if you didn't, guess that it was a young Princess Jasmine. She looks like she's like a toddler age, so it's like a baby Princess Jasmine. There are actually a few Disney princess ones like this. She's in some kind of bassinet kind of thing, sleeping. You got the moon up here. Like I said, it's really cute. There's actually another one. I don't have it, but she's a little older, and so is Raja. And they're not sleeping; they're just older. Not quite the adults. Or well, was she an adult in the movie? I think she was supposed to be like a teenager, but she seemed like she was in her 20s. But yeah, I don't know what else to say, but yeah. Um, but what do y'all think? Did you guys enjoy this? Should I do more? Uh, Let me know. And again, hopefully you guys were in the comments, and the ones that did do it, hopefully you're honest about your timestamp of when you guessed. Hopefully it's a fun little game. Now, some of you might have got it when it was right about there. You probably saw the little tiger and you saw the colors. You might have been able to get it then. At least, think, okay, it might be Princess Jasmine and Raja. I think I'm pronouncing the name, the tiger's name right. But not many people will know this, but there's a game called Prince of Persia, which I do want to play, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it. Uh, there's this evil wizard in the game, and it's of an Arab or similar setting as Aladdin. This peasant boy gets thrown in the dungeon, and he's got to save the princess. Oh, the evil wizard's name? His name is Jafar. Yeah. Now, I don't know if Disney and them were basing it off of an original story. Not an original story, but, I know, like, with Little Mermaid, it's based off some of the Greek mythology. And there's also a book based off the Little Mermaid, which is based off of Greek mythology. Though Ariel never existed in the Greek mythology. But give you an idea of, like, I don't think they're necessarily rip-offs, because Disney makes adaptations all the time. So, it's not like Worst Wizard versus Harry Potter. There's obviously not a rip-off there. And, clearly they've taken similar aspects, but they made it their own, because it's completely different from the game. I don't know what the original origins are, but, still, I love the original. Thank you, phone. I love the original Aladdin, but I also really like the remake. Most people don't, and I can understand. In general, I like Jafar, but I don't like the actor playing Jafar. I mean, I like the story of Jafar, not the way he's portrayed. I like how he, came from a similar background as Aladdin. And if you haven't seen it, spoilers, obviously. I mean, there are aspects of it I think, I can understand people not liking. However, I love Will Smith as the genie. From what I've heard, he's tried not to overplay the role. Because he did not want to outshine, or, whatever, Robin Williams' genie. And I think he did just as good, if not better, in some ways. I liked during the Prince Ali song, or not Prince Ali, but You Never Had a Friend Like Me. Like he's like, Mister, what's your name? I like that. I thought it was a nice little twist. We got the same song, but it was different at the same time. I mean, we didn't get a shot-for-shot remake with that, and I liked that that it was different enough to be like watching a different movie, because you could watch these two different movies and you could tell that they were inspired by each other, but not, like the Lion King remake where it was a shot-for-shot remake. I watched the remake once, and I will never watch the Lion King remake again. It's at least it was this one was different. But I'm not here to discuss the movie. I was here to talk about the diamond painting. I just kind of got off track. But yeah, diamond paintings are fun. Let's say you like to do crafts, but you're not the greatest, imperfections make your crafts unique. because if you cross stitch or what, or not actually cross stitch, crochet or uh, knitting, which I do knit, and I've made a few mistakes. I don't, depending on the mistake, I don't go back and fix it. As long as it doesn't like make it where it's going to unravel, I leave the mistake. The imperfections make it better, in my opinion. But let's say you're not the kind of person that thinks that way. With this, all you do, you'll see the color code and let me raise it up. So you'll see a color code with the letters. All you do is match the letters with the color, or right here is the guide. You match this with what's on here. That's it. It's like a paint by numbers kind of thing, and okay, you're not the greatest at painting, you get outside the lines or whatever. But I haven't done this myself. Let me see if I can find my wife's tool. Usually she does this for me, but but even if you don't do this, it's not something necessary. Where is that tool? I should have had it ready. She's got a drawer of diamond paintings. Oh, there's my next project. Which I want to show you a little bit of that. Not that I'm going to show you what it is. But, where is that tool? That's the tool for, here we go. This thing right here. You go through and I'm not sure exactly how she does it. She's the one that usually does it, but go in and you straighten everything up. I'm not sure exactly how to do it. The wife usually does it, even for mine. So, but you just go slide down, straighten all the beads up or diamonds, and that's it. And then there's a glue, a sealant. You put it on. Well, this also helps you push the beads in place. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do this project on camera. So I'm covering the thing just in case I do. But you see how it's all rolled up and folded? What you want to do when you first open these is put something heavy on them after you've unrolled them. Because even here you can see there's little creases. And, did you come off of somewhere? That is one thing you want to do with straighten them, is so you can figure out also if you missed anything. But anyways, as I was saying, you want to put it under something that's heavy and let it flatten out real good. And actually, my wife has always told me to put this on, after I'm finished with it, put it under something so it does the same thing, get flattened out. But yeah, they're pretty simple. But like I said, once you're done, you did all the flattening, make sure everything's good. You seal it, you glue it, and then you can frame it, or there'll be a little cut here for a moment. Alright, here's some finished diamond paintings that we've done. This one you guys saw a little clip of, but it had some mistakes in it. Not mistakes I did. I was given wrong colors, but from a distance you can't tell that it's, really that bad. It's one of the first ones my wife did. She made it for me, because I'm a huge Stitch fan. This one was my first. I got a little bored with it, though, because, well, first off, I did the black last, but I ripped off the plastic all the way, did all the green first, and then I got, like I said, I got a little bored because I did the black, and one color just kind of gets a little boring after a while. But another issue I had with this one is when I took it off, it lost some of its stickiness, you know, and it had trouble sticking the diamonds to it. So recommendation is to peel the plastic up just a little bit, do a section, then, you know, peel it up a little more, or get little sheets like we had gotten, you know, to cover up and do sections like that. This is one my daughter did. Another one my wife did. My son picked this out for my wife for Mother's Day, and she did it, but he picked it out for her. But yeah, we just did a little double-sided sticky on the other side of it. And, this is just a poster from Temu. It's a canvas poster. It's really nice quality. Better than a paper poster. I might do more on Temu some other time. I do like it. That's where I got most of these diamond paintings. That one came from Walmart. But yeah, I'll probably do some more diamond paintings, but you know, you guys are, you know, seeing this in the future, or, you know, you're not seeing it shortly after I make it. I might do a few more while I'm waiting for this to come, you know, to pop up. I mean, I'm going to do the diamond paintings anyways. But, let me know if you actually liked watching me do the diamond paintings. If you did, then I'll continue doing it. If it turns out you guys didn't like it, well, I won't post anymore. But let me know if you liked it. Alright, you all have fun out there.